Oh my goodness, Tori back here bickering with me as always because every intro to every live, she does this to me. She does. You do.
I bicker with you every intro.
Yeah, as soon as we are done talking to our guest backstage and you throw us all backstage and the intro starts, you start running your mouth.
You know what? Watch. Next live stream, I'm going to say nothing. I'm going to be dead ass quiet.
We are not that lucky, ladies and gentlemen. We are not that lucky at all. Oh, but anyway, hey there. I'm Veronica.
And I'm Tori Sloanes.
And we welcome you to this episode of the Sloanes Present Ringside Rivalries Slam Stories. And if you haven't been paying attention, number one, that absolutely devastates us. But we know better than that. So you know that joining us tonight is
Micky Byggs.
That's right. And like our intro says, don't know who the hell that is? Well, good. Sit tight. You're going to find out all about him. And that's about that, because I'm ready to sit back and learn about him, because as we were talking briefly, like I said, backstage with Micky, I don't know a goddamn thing about him.
I really don't.
Not really.
But that makes this episode going to be a lot more interesting because that means we're learning what some of you might also not know.
It is. It is. I don't know what's more fun. Being able to work one-on-one with somebody and then eventually learning as you go, or being able to meet somebody like Micky and I did over the internet and our relationship through that way. And now we get to really delve into it. And like I told him again backstage, it's like, look, I'm forcing you to spend time with me and I'm going to air it live. It's very exciting.
So,
I'm getting very forceful in this, what do we call this era?
The Attitude Era.
The Attitude Era, yes. That's it.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Oh my goodness. And well, we're not going to spoil what game we're playing yet because we like to keep secrets. No, we don't. That's a lie.
It is a lie.
But
let them think it's not a lie.
Well, let them think it. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, let's bring Micky on. What do you say?
Let's do it. I'm in. I'm so in.
Oh. There he is. Hey there, Micky.
Hello, everybody. I am the man, the myth, the legend, the franchise, the monopoly that is Micky Byggs, right here on Ringside Rivalries with the Sloanes.
How are you doing, sir?
I lost your audio. I cannot hear you guys.
Oh, can you hear us? No, we can't do this now.
Can't hear you guys.
Can't hear us? Let's see. No, Mike is still good here. What about anyone in chat? Can you guys hear us? Because we can hear Micky loud and clear.
Oh, yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can't hear you, though.
Oh.
All right,
Let me
let's see.
throw him back.
Okay, hold on. Got him.
Advantages of live entertainment.
How's that? Can you hear us now?
I got nothing from you guys.
No, I heard us.
Okay. I was like, through here, we can hear.
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, you
Nope.
can hear us?
You can?
Now I can hear you, yep.
Okay.
All right. Phew. I don't know what was going on. It was weird, but trust me, it is not the first time, nor is it going to be the last. Our audio likes to do whatever it wants to do, and the same thing happens to a few of our guests. So, all good.
Gotta love technology. It's a great thing when it works.
Oh yes, oh yes. Now, where was I? What did I say?
You were introducing him on.
I was, and I was just laughing, saying that we don't know a damn thing about you. So I am super excited to get to know this man, this myth, this legend. But first and foremost, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Been bumpy road, obviously, and been 33 years in this industry. So it's been a long time, and a lot of different things have happened, and a lot of different paths I've taken. So yeah.
What was it about this particular industry that attracted you the most?
Oh my God, I've been a fan of wrestling since the age of 3. I don't personally remember, but I remember the stories that my mother used to tell me. At like 3 years old, my favorite wrestler was Chief Jay Strongbow. And I used to run around the house and jump around the house doing the tomahawk chop to everybody. So that's what started me on my path to wanting to be a wrestler.
Okay.
From an early age, I had said that I was going to do so. I had my very first professional match at 16 years old, about, I want to say, 2 months before I actually graduated high school.
Oh, wow.
So,
All right. Right out
yeah.
of the gates.
Yes. I had started training early on. Well, let me backtrack just a little bit. I was looking for a trainer.
Okay.
And I was living in Connecticut. And at that time, there wasn't too many trainers close by, but there was Killer Kowalski School in Massachusetts. And I got the information for it. I was going to go there. And then after, putting the time of travel and the information, just doing all the calculations, I was like, this isn't going to work. At that time, there was a guy named Brian Smith who used to do a little publication in Connecticut called Connecticut Pro Wrestling something or other. And it was just a little publication that he would put together. He was actually one of the local reporters for the local newspaper. And he knew my interest. And one day he tracked me down. He's like, call this number. He goes, this number's Ox Baker. He's waiting for you to call him. I've been in contact with him. He wants to train you. So I did. I called him, and come to find out, where I was living at that time, Ox literally lived 15 minutes from me.
Oh, shit.
So I started training with Ox Baker, and
Yeah.
the rest is history. That was 33 years ago.
Mhm. What was the toughest part when you
We
first
lost you
started
off.
training? What did you absolutely despise the most about it?
Learning how to take turnbuckles.
Okay. I
When
can see that.
when I first started training, Ox, obviously, like a lot of trainers, wouldn't put me in the ring, and I learned how to do take a turnbuckle on a wall. So he would throw me into the wall, and I would take it. I would hit the wall like I was taking a turnbuckle. So finally, when he did put me into a ring, he actually put me into a boxing ring to start with. I snapped the turnbuckle 3 times. That's how hard I was hitting it.
Yeah, that's okay.
So then when I finally got into a wrestling ring, I've got a video and a VHS video. I've got to find somebody that puts all that stuff into, can digitize it. But one of the matches I have, it was actually against one of the other guys that was training at the school with us. He threw me into the turnbuckle. I hit the turnbuckle so hard you could actually see the ring slide 6 inches.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I don't know how
So
you
that
guys.
was that's what I despised the most, learning how to take the turnbuckle. But once I did, I loved it because I learned real quick. The harder you hit it, the less it hurts.
Really? Okay.
Figure this: you hit it hard, you're gonna bounce right out of it. If you pussyfoot into it, you're gonna hit that sudden stop, and that's gonna be it.
That makes sense. I choose no, thank you.
We lost your audio again.
Oh. Can you hear us now? No? For technology, man. And you have us muted, right? Or not muted, but your volume down. No, we can.
You can hear me though, right?
Yeah. The thing that's being put out, everyone.
So I'll just continue to talk for now since you guys can hear me.
Okay.
This February that just passed, February 22nd, was my 33 years in the business. So basically, I've spent most of my career with a national client, and that's back when it was different territories, obviously, and I was with various territories. I'm actually rocking my NWA New England shirt right now. I don't know if you guys can see the logo.
Oh yeah.
2000, I walked into the locker room of the NWA, and at that time it was run by the Boston Bad Boy Jason Rumble, who is the son of Boston Bad Boy Tony Rumble. And at that point, Tony had passed away a couple of years prior, if I wasn't mistaken. And I walked into the locker room, and I was introduced to Jason Rumble by another New England guy by the name of the Real Deal Joel Davis. And the rest is history. Basically, Jason was like, I'm not sure what to do with you. He says, but I'll figure something out. And
Fair enough.
I became his resident big man. He wouldn't let anybody beat me. He wouldn't let, I was basically his big guy. There was a couple times when I would go out to other NWA territories, and he's like, you know what to do. He's like, they're not beating you. So I was his big guy, and that was in 2000, and then in 2002, while I was working with the NWA, they put me over for what was known as the NWA New England Boston Bad Boy Tony Rumble Memorial Battle Royal. And I was the first ever winner of the Memorial Battle Royal. And that very night, I was asked to join the Brotherhood, second generation, which was Tony Rumble's group, the Brotherhood. But I was second generation, which consisted of the Boston Bad Boy Jason Rumble, myself, and Big Rook Fuller, who of WCW fame. So had a hell of a career, had a hell of a time, traveled many different places with the NWA. I can remember going all over this country for many different NWA shows. And I've been to every state in the U.S. except Alaska, and I've got to travel to 16 other countries.
Oh wow. That is definitely a lot of travel
So
time.
it's been fun.
Oh, can you still not hear
I think
us?
we lost your audio again.
Yeah.
We can,
Oh, let me see.
So how about this? How about I start off your game for you?
Okay.
Let's see. Is this true or is it BS? There was a show in Melbourne, Massachusetts, or Melvin, one of those towns in Massachusetts. And it was the same night that I won the Battle Royal and joined the Brotherhood. And that night we, like every other week that we were in Massachusetts, we'd go to this Chinese restaurant called Calhoun's. And it was a big hangout for the wrestlers. And we went there this one night, and they were jam-packed. And Jason Rumble gets the bright idea to go to the manager who was there and the host. And at that time, I was probably close to 400 pounds. And they told the manager and the host, hey, can we get a seat sooner? We got King Kong Bundy with us. Can we get a seat sooner? And they introduced me as King Kong Bundy. And within minutes, we had a seat. We were sitting down, getting ready to order. Is that legit or is it BS?
I think that shit's true as hell.
You being
I think it's true. What do you think?
I could see it happening.
I could think it's true. I'm making anything to get that seat first. True.
All right, Cheryl.
It's true. 100% legit.
I couldn't win. I knew it.
Yeah, so that's a point for us.
Actually, the first time that I did something that ended up working with Bundy. There was a show in Connecticut. The promoter called me up. I get to the show. Bundy's there. Snooka's there. Snooka Jr. And the promoter's looking at me. He looks over at Chris. He looks at me. He looks over at Snooka. Looks over at Snooka Jr. Looks back at Chris. Looks back at me. And he goes, "Chris, come here." So they go off to the corner. Next thing I know, the promoter's coming over. He's like, "Come here. I got to talk to you." So they booked a match, tag team match. It was Superfly Jimmy Snuka Jr. against King Kong Bundy and King Kong Bundy Jr.
Oh,
And
wow.
of course, I was King Kong Bundy Jr.
That's a really cool one.
Yeah. Him
All right,
and I
so
had a
then it
couple
wasn't a lie.
encounters. I remember, do you guys remember when the Junkyard Dog passed away? So
Yeah.
at that time, I was booked for a show in Long Island, and it was for a promotion called Long Island Wrestling Federation. They called it the Dog Pound. And we were actually in the old ECW arena in Queens doing the show. And there was a problem with my wrestling license, but they got me cleared to go ahead and manage somebody for the night. Well, I ended up managing Luscious Johnny Valiant. The interesting part about that is he's telling me, he's like, "Hey," he's like, "I like your glasses. Can I borrow them? I like your jacket. Can I borrow it?" "Yeah, sure." So he was supposed to be working with, oh my goodness, George Animal Steel. And it's a memorial show for, like I said, Junkyard Dog. A lot of people are there. Bundy's there. Demolition Axe. A lot of the bigger, older stars were there. And I walk Luscious Johnny out to the ring, and he's standing there. He's looking at George Animal Steel. Well, I guess him and George had already spoke about it. Him and the promoter spoke about it because by then my license got cleared, like at the last minute.
Oh.
Johnny looks at me. He's like, "Hey," he taps me on the shoulder, like, "Have a good match." And he jumps out, and George Animal Steel starts attacking me.
Oh my.
So yeah, that was some fun times too.
Hey, you know what? A surprise
You lost
that
your
had to
audio
be fun.
again. Ugh.
Oh, nice. Is that better? How about that?
Nothing.
What was that? Oh, yeah, it's on your end.
The stream can pick up both of us.
I hear nothing from you guys.
All right. Can you chat him? Hold on. We're gonna go ahead and chat him. She keeps the buttons that far away from me, so she has to go to typing.
He's not allowed
Well, he'll go up and go out there watching somebody tonight. Oh, I'm doing great. Tired, but just relaxing. Watch the audio puppet. All right. Hopefully he sees
Nothing.
it.
I was like, "Very
So
proud."
before we started this interview, I was actually watching 1986 Great American Bash for the NWA, and nothing like those old NWA shows. They're classics. Can't beat them.
Oh no, I thought he froze. Maybe not.
Oh.
Did you see it?
Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't hear you guys.
I said, what if we push him out and have him come back in.
Yeah.
So I can't respond back to him.
Give me half a second. Let me try something.
Maybe it's 6 months, so maybe.
Okay. We will give him a second to come back.
Yeah.
Oh, now I hear you.
Oh, you do hear us?
Yep.
All right.
Now we just need his screen to come back.
Okay. Let me go back to my camera. Where that may be.
He's on the way back.
There we go.
There we go.
There it is.
Can you still hear us?
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm glad we could fix that.
Yep. Absolutely. Can hear you.
All right. Perfect. All right. So, where were we at before we were?
He was continuing on the story he just talked about.
Yes.
The fun how we got attacked. And that was his
Yep.
match.
So I got attacked by Georgie Animal Steel.
Right.
And he threw me outside the ring, and like I said, we were in the old ECW arena, and he literally had to come out and grab me and pick me up because they had me pinned to the ground, and they were stomping on me, shouting ECW, ECW, ECW. So
Yeah, like, oh, that's what I was saying. It was probably one hell of a surprise, but that had to be a lot of fun.
it was absolutely a lot of fun.
Oh, shit.
I had asked you what you didn't like. What did you love the most about all of it?
Well, the crazy part is what I loved the most about it is learning from those legends. You know, I'm one of those guys that will keep my mouth shut and my ears open and listen to what the legends have to say. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a locker room with like people like Tom Brandy and Cue Ball Carmichael and just listening to their stories. Paul Roma, Mario Mancini. Listening to the stories, listening to the way that they teach people how to tell a story. I actually ended up working with Mario Mancini and Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling because it's a funny story. When they were deciding on putting the Undertaker in the Hall of Fame, Mario was on this campaign of he needs to be there when they induct him because he was the Undertaker's first televised match.
Right.
So he was on that campaign, and of course, all kayfabe. Him and I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And one night he was doing a show, and I showed up at the show, recorded this whole bit where, I told him he was a mark. Basically told him that, I said, based my time there based on the fact that all he did was, job with the WWE or WWF. And I told him I brought my grandmother with me because I figured, he spent his entire career on his back looking at the lights. He could job for my grandmother. Oh yeah, it was this whole great big thing that we did. And it aired live on Facebook. And that was like 3-4 years ago. And that's where I eventually made my home, Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. And I was working with one of his young up and coming stars, Brad Baylor, who is now part of WWEID. So yeah, so I helped him a little bit, but like I said, my time in the business has it's been fun. It's been rewarding. It's been disastrous at times. 1996, I was paralyzed because
Oh my goodness. What happened?
I was in a match and with Bam Bam Bigelow and superplexed me, and we landed wrong, and I went out straight to the concrete, and he lost control of me, and I compressed all the vertebrae in my neck. Yeah. Then what's that?
I didn't say, and how long were you out?
I was back in the ring in 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, too.
That's impressive.
Yeah. 2 weeks later, after everything happened, I started walking again. I got a stinger, is what it eventually ended up being. But they didn't know if I'd ever walk again. But at that time, I had a 22.5-inch neck. So my neck was huge. But it was around that time that I had created the Micky Byggs character. I knew because of injuries and I knew because of different types of things, I needed to transition from the ring. But I didn't want to transition from the ring under my heel, which was the Dark Angel or Big DA, or depending on where I was. So I created the Micky Byggs character. And I'm going to say this because, I mean, at this point, it's 33 years. It doesn't matter at this point anymore. But we pawned it off that we were twin brothers. We hated each other. I had restraining orders against myself. I would go to arenas as Dark Angel, go into the locker room, come back around, and come back in as Micky Byggs. I would interview myself on live radio, and my fellow guys in my tag team in my faction, the Brotherhood, they would die laughing because they knew what was going on.
Right.
But obviously the fans didn't. I would have people, and even to this day, I have people come up to me and say, "Leave your brother alone. He's just trying to do his job." And I literally do an interview, and a typical interview for that would be, "Hello, everybody. This is the man, the myth, the legend, the franchise, the monopoly that is Micky Byggs, right here on Wrestling Spotlight. And today, none other than my twin brother, the moron that he is, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Dark." Shut your mouth, Micky Byggs. I'll kick your ass. There's nothing you or anyone else can do about it, because I am 1/3 of the Brotherhood, and we're not having fun. So you got to dial 911. And I would literally go back and forth. I can remember doing an appearance one night in Taunton, Massachusetts. And I'm standing outside doing a live broadcast. And at the same time, Dark Angel shows up and starts beating me up on a live broadcast. I literally have Taunton police sitting there looking at me as I go to a commercial. They're like, "Are you okay? Do we need to call somebody for you? Like, do you need some like mental health? Is there something going on we don't know about?" Nope, I'm fine. It's just all radio. And yeah, so we did a show in Connecticut, and I had a restraining order against myself. Dark Angel was in the arena. Micky Byggs was outside the arena doing a live interview with Dark Angel on the inside. That was fun. That was fun. And that right there was
Let's
the
see how many people were rooting for you to get taken away.
started to get planted for me to join the Brotherhood. So
I love the fact that you was playing both characters at the same time, shooting with
I think I
itself.
lost your audio again.
Oh, no.
Funny, technology is against us tonight.
I know, it is getting the hardest time.
I don't know.
No, I was just going to say that I absolutely love the fact that you're
One of my
playing.
people that are listening just texted me and said, "I can hear you fine. I can't hear them."
No, let's see.
Okay.
Shit.
All right.
Oh, that's all good.
The Sloanes are back. You guys can't get rid of us that fast.
Oh no.
Doesn't work like that.
All right. Can everybody hear us?
Okay.
I said, can everybody hear us?
Yes.
I hear me. Oh,
I
he
can
said
hear you.
yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yay!
All right, let's see how long this lasts.
And I just got the text saying, "Yep, I can hear everybody now."
Oh, good.
All right.
Beautiful. As I
Didn't
was
last
going,
long.
I absolutely love the fact that you were playing both characters, the heel and face, where you were disputing with yourself. I absolutely thought that was hilarious, and I love that. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, no, and I agree. I was going to agree right along with the creativity that went behind that. And besides the fact that, I mean, it had to be a lot of fun doing both those characters. That's, I don't know. We love a good storyline. If anybody knows us, they know that. And the fact that you can come up with something like that that is so different and you don't see that often, that's really cool. Oh, I think he's resetting whatever it was.
So, coffee.
My coffee's been cold.
It's getting sad. Would make it even better with some spice up it.
Oh, I know.
Hear nothing. Says my
So what?
Let's talk.
Oh,
Whatever it's like, status, and then maybe.
it's just strange that
no.
sometimes he can hear it and sometimes he
Now I
can't.
can hear you.
See?
I got. See, we gotta hurry up. After distracting Veronica.
I forgot. I get distracted easy. And then I forget. We should go for another point. He should try to get one bias or not.
Okay.
Let's see. I did a show in Connecticut, and a good friend of mine who was trained by Killer Kowalski was also doing the show with us. And it was a show for a company. Actually, I'm not even going to name the company because I don't want to call anybody out. But it was by another wrestler. The company was owned by another wrestler who used to wrestle for and work with ECW. And from that, basically what had happened was it was a battle royal that was set up. And the person that was supposed to go over was one of our friends that wrestled for Long Island Wrestling Federation. And after the match, this ECW guy, who is also the promoter and owner, come up to myself and to my buddy and asked us who trained us. And my buddy said, "Oh, Killer Kowalski trained me." And I said, "Alex Baker trained me." From there, he decided that he wanted to completely diss both legends.
Oh.
A lot of people think they have balls out there.
I can't hear you guys again.
I really wonder, moderator, are you there? Let's check in.
What is the status?
Give me 1 sec. I want to try one thing.
Okay. I would have figured that if they couldn't hear us, they would have came knocking on the door by now, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, and I did try, and I even played our stream directly from, not just from my platform.
Oh,
But I also went into what the public is seeing, and I could hear all of us. So whatever connection it's coming between the points of there's some kind of interference going past.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah, but everything being streamed, everyone should be able to hear us.
I can hear you right now.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, we're gonna keep going.
So was that story real or BS?
Oh, all right. Really fast. Our moderator was here that we can hear everybody. So perfect. All right. Thank you.
Okay, beautiful.
All right. So this one here, let's see. Is he lying to us?
What do you think, Brad? What do you honestly think?
I think he's trying to get one past us on this one.
Think he's,
I'm going to say he's lying.
ooh, he's bullshitting.
Yep.
I'm gonna agree with you. Go ahead. Let's see.
Mr. Biggs.
100% legitimate.
Really? Damn it, Micky.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
Well, because now you cost me a point because you
To
lied.
the point where, and like I said, Boston Bad Boy is listening to this right now, and he might be able to chime in on the chat and confirm this. The very next show that we all did, that guy was there on that show, that particular promoter, and
Okay.
he walked in the locker room and he looked at all of us and he's like, "Oh, I guess they let anybody on this show." And the Boston Bad Boy, they kind of confronted him at that point for it. Yeah.
God.
Oh my gosh. So point goes to him.
Oh, look at him tying it up.
Absolutely. Got to tie it up somehow. Best that is
I say, when I said that I like things tied up, this is not what I meant. All right. We're going to keep going. There's going to be more opportunities. We're going to snatch this back.
Take it away.
Now we know who trained you, and we know that you worked with several different legendary individuals. But who do you believe was the absolute? He left.
He did not, but
He's
lost
back.
your audio again. Hold on. I'm going to try one other thing.
Okay.
he did not want to answer that
I
question.
guess not.
He was
Yeah.
like, absolutely not. Veronica. How dare you ask? Here.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
Jeopardy music playing, don't you think?
Can you guys
Please
hear me?
wake me up. I need more coffee. I can hear you. You're just gone. You're in a
Okay.
black abyss.
Okay.
Mhm.
There we go.
And he's back.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right. Did I get the question out? Okay, I didn't think so. I wanted to know, out of everybody that you've worked with, learned from throughout all of your career, who was the most influential to you?
On my career?
Yep.
Wow.
Yes. Here.
No, I'm not.
That's a tough one. I've come across so many people.
I know.
Wow. Let me just think about that for a second. That's a really good one. I would have to say probably oh my goodness. So there was a time when I was in South Carolina, and I was actually working with this promotion out there. I can't even remember the name of it. And they had brought in so many different people for this promotion. And there was this one guy that they brought in, and his name was Sinner Six. And he was a cross between the Undertaker. It was like if Kane and the Undertaker had another brother, he would have been the brother. And he was influential on what my darker side was. He taught me how to harness that dark side, so to speak, and how to bring that darkness out into my character. So yeah, I would have to say that was probably the most influential when it came.
Oh. There it goes.
I can
Wait,
hear
can you
myself.
still?
Okay.
Oh,
I
sweet.
can.
Got scared for a second. I was like, oh no.
Did you prefer playing the darker side?
So, for the longest time, yes, I very much wanted that dark side. For people that truly 100% know me, I've had so many characters on the dark side, so to speak. Whether it's through wrestling, whether it's through other stuff that I've done. I'm actually a published author of gothic horror.
Oh, wow.
I've been compared to Bentley Little. I've been compared to Edgar Allan Poe. I've been told I'm the next Rod Serling of the Twilight Zone. I've been told I'm the next Alfred Hitchcock with some of the stuff I've written. One of my short stories was definitely compared to a Twilight Zone episode. Just a quick synopsis of that. Basically, this businessman was on a business trip and he got lost, and he finally found a hotel, and it was off in the distance. So he drove to the hotel. When he gets there, they basically tell him, "Oh, we've been waiting for you." He's like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "You know what? Never mind. I'm not even going to dispute it." He goes to pay, and they tell him, "No, it's all paid for." So now he's even more confused. He goes upstairs to his room, turns on the TV, takes a shower, and as he comes out, there's a news broadcast on talking about an accident where he had just come through. He's like, "I didn't see no accident." Well, it brings his name up on the screen saying he's dead. So now he's even more confused. So he calls down to the front desk and he's like, "What's the name of this hotel?" He goes, I missed it. He's like, "Sir," he goes, I think you're mistaken. He goes, "This isn't a hotel." He says, "You're dead. This is heaven." And he opens up the curtains and there's clouds all around, a little sign propped up in the clouds that says, "Welcome to heaven, population unknown." So that one right there was compared to a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
So,
No,
and I lost your audio
that's
again.
and it's that all throughout.
And the funny
Absolutely.
thing is, I actually have audio playing on the back side coming through, losing it. Like I'm losing the feed somehow, the audio feed.
You lost it again. No.
Nope.
Not sure.
I don't know. Maybe I can figure this stuff out.
Moderator, we're still good, right? At least for us.
Here, he's gonna try leaving and rejoining,
Okay.
which might just work.
All right, we'll give him a chance to come back. Sorry, guys. It's hard to say with the signal. There's several times that we've had interference, so.
So you just kind of got lucky, and a lot of it has happened before. So now, not so much. Let me go ahead and send him back in here.
I got you.
All right. Cool.
All right, very good.
Yay! Our guest is back.
Yeah, so I
All right,
actually
cool.
brought the audio feed up on my phone so I could at least hear you guys, and even that keeps going out.
Going out. All right, awesome. Well, now that we have you back, I think you should tell us another truth or lie here.
My very first match was in Salisbury Beach, Massachusetts, and I was in a tag match with a gentleman by the name of the Candyman, and we went over. So it was my very first match in my career, very first tag team match in my career. Not only did I win my first match ever, I won my first tag team match ever, and it was against Perry Saturn and John Cronus, the Eliminators.
You think he's gonna keep riding this whole truth bullshit this long?
I think he's trying to flip the script, and he's going to be telling us his lie this time. He's bullshitting us.
Nope, I'm 100% legit.
Oh my gosh.
So the night before the match, John Cronus and Perry Saturn were basically given contracts to go to ECW. So they could no longer take part in the tournament that we were doing. And the promoters are like, yep, we're going to put you guys over so that they can leave.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool. And unexpected. I can't believe he told the truth again.
I know. I'm trying to figure out what his angle is here.
What's your game here, sir?
I'm a master of gimmicks, trust me.
And that's why I'm so confused on why you just keep telling the truth.
Lion.
Oh, I don't know. We're gonna have to watch him. He's coming up with something. He's sneaky.
Oh, yes.
You never know what I'm going to do.
Exactly.
You know what? I can see that to be very, very true.
Like I said, I'm a master of gimmicks. I can come up with anything at any given time. I'm a master manipulator when it comes to the business.
Right. Oh, let's see. What else do we want to know about him?
Everything. But let me break that down better, I guess. I should say. Wow, we've got to know what we appreciated of it.
No, we did. I want to know if he's ever had any of those embarrassing moments that we love to laugh at.
Yes.
We love embarrassing moments. And you've been in the business a very, very long time. So I am not going to accept any bullshit whatsoever if you're trying to tell me that something funny has never happened to your ass.
Yeah, actually, I was telling you earlier about a match that I was fighting. I was wrestling with the guy that was basically helping Ox train, and he was at that time I was the United States Heavyweight Champion, and he was still, super, super, super green, and basically we were in Connecticut, and we were right across the street from where Yukon women's play. And this particular night was the first night that Yukon women and Tennessee women were playing in the finals. And I went out for an interview, and I'm like, tonight at 10:30, women's Yukon go down. Well, lo and behold, they lost an hour later. So when I said that, basically the arena, everybody was out for me. I put my title on the line that night, and it was supposed to be a double count out. Well, unbeknownst to me, the referee gets to 10, and I'm like, finally. And then he starts counting again. It's like 20 count over there. I'm like, what the hell? So now I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So now I'm trying to keep everything outside so he doesn't get back in the ring. So the count continues. And I'm telling him, his name's Ken. I'm going, Ken, stay out here. And I got him, and I'm dragging him across the apron of the ring. And he keeps trying to push me away. And I'm like, stop it. So just as he hits 19, I punched him. And as the referee's counting 20, I slide back in. So now I'm arguing with the referee, I got him before, just to, play that heel role. Well, what I didn't know is at that time, my mother, who was sitting front row, was having a conversation with the kid that was sitting next to her. And what I didn't know is when I got out of the ring at the beginning, I realized I forgot to take my chain off and my earring. So I took everything off and I start walking around the edge of the ring and I throw it to my mother. And the kid next to her goes, I thought you didn't know who that is. She's like, I don't. He's like, can I have that? She's like, no, you can't have that. So this whole match was just a messed up thing.
Oh my gosh.
If I hit you with a chair, you're either going to sell it or you're going to turn around and hit me back with the chair. I mean, that's just. So I powder out of the ring. You know, we're going back and forth. I powder out of the ring, and I actually grab my mother, pull her out of her chair, fold the chair up. I literally throw the chair in the ring and hit him with it. He turns around, picks the chair up, folds it, and puts it off to the corner. Like, and I'm like, dude, you're not getting me any heat here. Come on. To the point where we were supposed to do a spot where I was going to do a false finish and put my feet on the ropes, and the referee was going to catch it. But he was, and I love it because you can see it on the video clear as day. He was too far away from the ropes, so you see me like trying to put my feet up on the ropes, and I'm just basically doing what do they call them? Where you're kicking your legs like you're swimming, basically. But I'm trying to reach the ropes, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Oh my god.
I finally get dragged. Finally get him outside the ring. No, I'm sorry. I finally threw him outside the ring, and he turns around and grabs me, pulls me down, and basically at this point, everything I'm doing to him, he's just repeating it. Like he's not doing anything new. It's just he's repeating everything I'm doing. He forgot the entire match. Like he couldn't remember a thing about it.
Oh my god.
He damn near broke my knee because he was supposed to wrap my leg around the steel pole, but instead of turning the leg, he just straight shot against the knee. I'm like, oh my God. So the very end of that, which was the funniest part about all of it, because Ox Baker is, if anybody knew Ox Baker, he was funny. And basically, he was his manager for the night, but we created this whole gimmick where he was known as the man in the golden wheelchair. And when I went into the locker room, we had this whole thing worked out, and I realized I didn't have my belt. So I start walking back out. Well, as I get out there, Ox is doing it. He's got the microphone in his hand. He's got my belt in his hand. And he's going on and on and on. I rip my belt out of his hand. And he's going on and on. And I go to grab the microphone. And he goes, you wouldn't hit a man. And then he stops, reaches in his pocket, pulls out a pair of glasses and put the glass on. Goes, a man with glasses, would you? Meanwhile, he's in a damn wheelchair. So I beat the hell out of Ox Baker, and when I do that, now the audience is really going crazy. I actually had to have a police escort out of the arena that night.
Oh my gosh. They were going to kick the shit out of you.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Like, I had to wait for everybody to leave, and I had 2 cops walk me out to my car, and they followed me home to make sure nobody followed me. Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I think that's so much fun though.
It is. Really get the crowd going. And the fans.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Absolutely. That was a fun night. That was a fun night.
I think we should have an opportunity to try to tie this up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Hit us with it, Micky.
Wrestling for the NWA New England. I was married at that time, and come to find out, the person I was married to was only married to me because of who I was and who I could associate her with.
I'm trying to think about this. That's majorly because of this pattern that he keeps doing. Is he finally going to switch on us?
Can't get the son of a bitch to lie to us.
Or is he talking through?
Or
What
is
is
he
it?
finally?
I I don't know. What's like in your inner instincts right now, Veronica? What vibes is he giving?
Look into my baby blues.
I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna keep saying it until it's right. Bullshit.
Okay. Bullshit.
Fact.
You know what?
Right.
Like I said, Jason Rumble's listening. He can verify. And she was always there. Actually, I'm going to give you another opportunity right here and now. She would always go to the shows with me. This one particular show, she did not go with me. And I knew nothing about this happening. I don't even remember who it was specifically that called her. I think, but I don't know for sure because, like I said, I don't remember. I know she got a phone call while I was in the ring, and they told her to Massachusetts right away because I got severely injured in the ring.
So you think that
You can go both ways of this, just so you know.
I kind of had inner feeling like twisted a little bit. A little bit.
Oh,
And I
okay, so that's true.
Yeah, true.
So that's what they said. Yeah.
Like I said, you can go both ways with this because, yes, it did legit happen that way, but it was on April Fool's. So therefore, it was bullshit. That
Okay, I get you.
so you definitely go both ways on that one.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Really can.
Which was funny is because that's kind of what you were leaning towards, the feeling you were having.
Oh yes.
And I got one more for you.
Okay.
My mother was sitting ringside, had just had shoulder surgery like 3 weeks before. I ended up legitimately ripping this kid's head off his shoulders and basically beating him with his arms and legs because he was in the ring and did a stupid thing and threw a chair out into the audience and hit my mother in her shoulder.
Oh no. I could totally see that should be true though. Just always quiet in the rest of the world.
It's like now I think he wants me to say true because I've been saying, that it's been bullshit this whole time.
This is the way. Jumping.
His attempts. True.
True.
See?
But we're still behind.
Yes, we're very
When I stepped into the ring, the kid that I was working with was scared shitless because he thought I was going to basically rip him apart. Because
Can you blame him?
oh, absolutely not, absolutely not. But the kid that did it, I confronted him in the locker room. His brother got in my face, and the promoter basically told his brother, he goes, "If I was you," he goes, "I'd sit back, shut up, and let whatever's going to happen because you don't want to go out of here in an ambulance too. He's going to need somebody to go to the hospital and pick him up." So,
Ooh.
yeah.
I'm not surprised though.
I have
I'm not that fun.
I have a very, very bad temper, but it takes a lot to get me mad. Like, I mean, it takes a lot to get me mad.
Really poke at the bear to really get that unleashed.
Basically,
fun part.
say about poking the bear. No, it's more like you got to get me in the bear trap. And even then, I'll just kind of be like, okay, whatever. But it does. But once you get me to that point, it's not good. I have 3 stages of anger. The first is I can basically tell you, you know what, just back off, just leave me alone. then I start laughing at everything. Like everything becomes funny to me. And then I become dead silent. And once I become dead silent, that's it. It's done. It's a wrap.
Have to keep that in mind. I want to see all of them. You know me, I like to poke the bear.
So yeah, she's about to get you in the bear trap.
And I can't even remember the last time I was angry like that. Like I said, it was it takes a lot to get me there.
What's the phrase you like to say?
What's the what?
Oh, challenge accepted, yes. I like
yeah.
to say that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that sucks. We're still behind, but at least we got one because we were not getting points. It was not feeling very good, but I'm feeling better.
Feeling better with it. I'm feeling better. I can't believe it's already been an hour.
Oh, I know. I know.
I cannot believe that.
But I still have a question. I want to know, have you, and I don't know whether you've been able to actually have this match or not, I'm still wanting to. Have you ever had a dream match?
Ooh.
Yeah, actually I did. I did have a dream match. And this person doesn't know that I had a dream match, but if they're still listening right now, which I hope he is, before I joined the Brotherhood, there was a tag match between myself and a guy that the NWA New England used to refer to him as the Disco Duck. He was basically an independent version of Disco Inferno.
Okay.
And they called him the Disco Duck. And him and I were a tag team. And we worked with the Boston Bad Boy Jason Rumble and his tag team partner at the time, who was known as Trooper Gilmore. And the honor and privilege of just stepping into the ring with the Boston Bad Boy. Only because I had heard so much about him. I had heard so much about the way he likes to operate in the ring. And he is very, very smooth when he operates. And he's not afraid to make himself look like the underdog. There was one point in the match where he called for a body slam, and he said, don't take it. And he grabbed me, he picked me up. I posted just enough to make it look like he got me up, and then we shifted and I fell on him. And it was the false finish, 1, 2, 3. You know, I landed like I should have on my knees, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And the fact that, number one, he's the promoter, he's the owner, and Jason Rumble is a former NWA Junior World Heavyweight Champion. And he didn't ever have to treat me the way he did, and I can't thank him enough for him treating me the way he did. And he's one to tell you all the time, and he says it to me often. He's like, bro, he's like, if it wasn't for people like you, I wouldn't be who I am. So he really had a strong influence, and that was my dream match, stepping into the ring with him. And then, of course, on the multiple occasions that him and I worked together as the Brotherhood. So he just brought me to a completely different level. So Jason, if you're still listening out there, brother, cat's out of the bag.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Well, you gotta both get the team, and then you gotta face him. Talk about getting
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jason and I done some traveling together. Like I said, former NWA junior heavyweight champion, I think 2 times actually. Then he just texted me, he's like, kind words. And then there was a show in Connecticut that we put on called the Summer Sizzler Tour. And at that time, Steve Corino was the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and him and Jason did a one-on-one match. And it was for the title. Jason Rumble was actually beat him and was the NWA World Champion for all of like 3 minutes. But the kick about that match was they were doing an old school clinical, and the audience just wasn't into it. And they actually stopped the match and basically was like, you know what? Whatever, this is what we're doing. And they continued the match from there. And that was a classic time. And actually he corrected me. He's a 3-time World Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Make sure you got the facts right.
So if you're going to come on here and talk it up, you need to make sure all those facts are in order, sir. Come on.
But yeah, so as I said, Jason is definitely somebody that I've looked up to throughout my entire career, throughout every match I've ever done, everything I've ever done. And so yeah. But he's been one of the greatest influences in my career.
What I want to know now.
He just reminded me, that's right. There was this kid that was in the crowd that night. And he was going at odds with everybody. Steve Corino actually stopped and cut a promo on the kid. That's right. I remember that now.
No fine.
As I was going to say, and you once again reinforced it, I know you've had many of these amazing moments with your wrestling career, but that's not all you're known for and do. I mean, you dabbled in MMA, you're a strongman. Tell us a little bit about that, please.
So I did MMA for 4 years.
Okay.
I retired from the Extreme Battle Zone as the heavyweight champion. Then there was a resurgence of the organization, and we were doing a one-time tournament. They wanted to crown a new champion. And basically what had happened was I was the champion, so I had a bye. It came down to the finals. The guy that I should have fought ended up breaking his hand. So I ended up fighting the guy that he beat. And this is when I actually retired officially, because I used to do this move called a head and arm. You basically grab him in like a headlock, but you have the arm wrapped into it, and you do a hip toss and you land on him. Now, normally I can hear that the wind gets knocked out of him. I can hear him going, oh, this kid, I couldn't hear nothing. Like, there was just silent. So I let him go, and I tell the ref, I said, you need to check him. So they called the match. It was 30 seconds into the second round. They called the match. I won, obviously. I'm back at the hotel, and I'm partying, and the promoter comes up to me. He's like, hey, I just want you to know, he's in the hospital right now. You cracked his sternum. That's how hard I landed on him. I cracked his sternum. So it was at that point that I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more. So
Scary stuff.
then, as you mentioned, the strongman, basically with that, I trying to transition out of wrestling because, it's obviously I'm 51 years old and my body can't continue to do all this stuff anymore.
Okay.
So I said, I'm going to, start doing some strongman events. Well, one of my mentors is 4-time world's strongest man, Brian Shaw. He just retired a couple of years ago as the strongest man on earth. But he's somebody that I look up to, somebody that has, sent me emails with advice, and someone that I've talked to and gotten advice from. specifically like diet and stuff. Because I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but strongmen eat a ton of calories.
Yeah.
On average, when he was training for competition, anywhere between 10 to 15,000 calories a day is what he was eating.
Holy shit.
Me, when I'm training, I wish I could eat half of that. The most I've gotten up to in a single day is 10,000. But generally, I'm around 6,000 to 7,000 calories a day when I'm training. I've competed in 4 events. I've come in first, second, third, and fourth, respectively. And one of the last events I did was in Jamaica. And I came in second, fourth. I don't remember which one. I think it was fourth. That's where I came in fourth. But yeah, I've got an unofficial world record back in September of 2022. I blew my knee out so bad they thought they were going to have to fuse it together. I got to a point where I was feeling the itch. I needed to train. Doctors kept telling me you can't. You can't squat. So I finally found it's called a V squat. It's like a reverse hack squat. And I said to him, I showed him what it was all about, and he's like, "All right." He goes, "I'm okay with that." So within 4 weeks, I went back to see him. He goes, "How's the squatting going?" I showed him the video of me squatting 1,100 pounds for 3 reps.
It is a risk taker. No, thank you.
You can actually see my knee brace.
Oh my goodness.
No fun.
1,100 pounds for 3 reps.
Insane. That shit's insane.
More power to you.
My calf, 19 and a half inches. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
My quads, when I'm in training mode and I'm in full swing of things, I'm at right around 24 and quarter inches, my quads.
It's a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication.
Oh, absolutely. And it's all literally all diet. I mean, I eat, when I'm in training mode, I probably consume anywhere between 30 to 50 pounds of bison a week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And expensive too.
Yeah. A little bit. Luckily, I get to buy it. Luckily, I've got a supplier and I can buy it wholesale. So.
Well, look at you.
So that's definitely beneficial.
Oh yeah. So instead of the $20 to $30 a pound, I usually only pay $10 to $12 a pound.
Well, at the rate you eat it,
So
that would have to be a must. Yikes.
I've actually got a refrigerator sitting right next to me with, let's see, 5, 10, about 15 pounds of bison in it right now. So.
I don't know if I could eat that much of it though.
And that's pretty much all I eat. Like, I don't eat any other meat really. That's my main protein source. And even with that, like, because in January 21st, I think I actually told you about this. I had a stroke. And with that, they concluded that I had an absent seizure. Then they concluded that I had a heart condition. Now, the funny thing about the heart condition is that was nothing new. They actually found that one night in New York when I was getting ready to wrestle, because at that time you needed a license to wrestle in New York. So the doctors were there checking everything and like, what's up with your heart rate? And they ended up sending me for testing, all kinds of stuff. I just have a unusually high heart rate. Like, my heart rate is always in tachycardia. always. So,
All that meat you eat.
well, that's what the doctors thought. So they put me on a very strict no red meat diet, and it did absolutely nothing but agitate me. So for 3 months, I couldn't eat any red meat at all. I couldn't have coffee,
That's horrible. That's crime.
and I was so agitated. So yeah,
I don't know. The whole coffee would have me out. I would be like, forget this. If I die, I die.
I die. 'Cause let's face it, I'm gonna die if I don't have the coffee. So I mean, whichever one takes me first.
It's just like me. There's no denying that.
As I sit here, my coffee.
All I was gonna say is we sit here with our coffee.
I know. I know.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, so venturing off into this new step as strongman. So normally I ask before I let you go, what is the future of Micky Byggs? What can we look forward to seeing you getting involved with?
I, that's a great question. Like I said, it's been 33 years. This is actually the first. At first, I thought it was the first interview I'd done in 5 years, but that's not the case. I just remembered that I did do one, I want to say back in 2022, 2021, 2022. So, but this is the first interview I've done in a long time. I'm not active with the business much. I'm not active with Strongman right now because just trying to get everything back to normal. Right now, I'm just enjoying the relaxation time and letting my body heal. Do I have one more run in me? I'm not going to say no. But the fact is, I've got lost my words. Suspected CTE. My entire spine from my neck all the way down, including my hips, is 1.5 feet out of alignment. I can't get a chiropractor to touch me because they feel they'll do more damage than what they're going to help. They recently found a fracture that is about 20 years old in my tailbone that never healed properly. So yeah, what's my future? I think my future is just to continue doing things like this and helping that new generation learn.
I like it.
So
I think it's fitting. I think with the stories that you shared with us, you definitely have enough experience to share with those that are coming up. And I think that's absolutely phenomenal. And I can't thank you enough for agreeing to spend the evening with us and letting us have the opportunity to get to know you.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
No, you did win our game, and I've decided that we're going to change things up every time we do a contest because, well, that's what I do. So you are the winner. And we backstage, we did decide that we were going to be giving away a $25 gift card. But what I want to do is, since you won, I would like you to choose out of people in your life, your fans, your fan base, anybody that you think deserves the prize that you won of the $25 gift card on the Sloanes at Ringside Rivalries.
Actually, I have a better thing.
Okay.
Take that $25 and donate it to whatever cause you guys like. Whatever your favorite cause is.
Oh, no, see, this will absolutely be 100% towards independent wrestling. All right, we're going to think on this one and we're going to announce tomorrow what it is.
yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, fair enough. Well, thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
We love to do anything we can to support independent wrestling. So being able to do this, I can't wait to think of it.
There you go. You guys have a great night, and it's been a pleasure. And I'm gonna close myself up the way that I've done all my shows, and that simply is by saying, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Ringside Rivalries with the man, the myth, the legend, the franchise, the monopoly that is Micky Byggs. And of course, we cannot forget about the lovely Sloanes.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Have a good night.
Oh my goodness, it's about time. That was long overdue. Mickey and I have been friends for a while now on Facebook, so I absolutely love that we got to talk, with him one on two.
There you go.
And I'm looking forward to being able to catching up with him in the future, like we plan to do with all of our guests. But let's talk about the immediate future and our next guest, who is going to be
Oh, I'm excited about this one.
me too. We love our hardcore, and I can't wait to hear the stories coming from this man right here, Blood Money Brian Richards.
Oh my gosh, I am so hyped for our next episode because I want to hear all about these stories that he's got because you saw that photo, okay? He is drenched in blood.
And we have seen him, but we haven't really get to see the all that.
Violence part.
Yes, I haven't got to see all that. So I want to hear a lot of these stories. So I'm super excited. And I was absolutely just beside myself when he agreed to come on and share those stories with us next week. So thank you so much for watching. Please keep an eye out tomorrow for that post when we decide what we're going to be donating this $25 to in the independent wrestling circuit. But as always, we love you. Thank you for the love and support that you show to us. And we'll see you soon. Good night, guys.